wives to himself, that his heart turn not away. Solomon knew this law. He wrote the book of Proverbs. He knew the consequences. Yet he broke this law on an industrial scale. Why? The answer is not lust. The answer is much more calculating, and it is much more terrifying. Solomon was not building a harem for pleasure. He was building a library. He was a scholar, and like a mad scientist, he was collecting specimens. Solomon was not just marrying women, he was marrying into specific bloodlines. He was collecting the daughters of foreign kings, the high priestesses of strange gods, and the royalty of nations that God had cursed. He was bringing the DNA of the pagan world into the holy city of Jerusalem. He was trying to unite all the spiritual powers of the ancient world under his control. He treated these women as portals to the supernatural knowledge he craved. Solomon thought he was the master of these forces. He thought he was collecting trophies. But he was actually bringing a spiritual infection right into the heart of God's kingdom. He was not just collecting wives. He was collecting deities. And as we are about to see, some of these bloodlines carried a very ancient and very dangerous genetic marker.
If we want to understand the crime, we must investigate the accomplices. Let us open the Bible to 1 Kings chapter 11, verse 1. The scripture gives us a very specific list of the women Solomon loved. It says he loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites. Most people read this list and just see names of nations, but a forensic investigator sees something else. This is not a random list of neighbors. If you take a map of the ancient world and overlay it with the history of the giants and the fallen angels, a terrifying pattern emerges. Solomon was strategically marrying into the specific hotspots of the Nephilim bloodlines. Let us analyze the profile of these brides, one by one. Exhibit A, the daughter of Pharaoh. This was the first political alliance Solomon made. But Egypt was more than just a powerful neighbor. Egypt was the world's center of sorcery and magic. The pharaohs believed they were the direct descendants of the gods. They believed they carried divine blood. By marrying the daughter of Pharaoh, Solomon was not just securing a border. He was importing the ancient mystery school of Egypt into his own palace. He was bringing in a woman raised in the dark arts of the Nile, a woman who carried the genetic arrogance of a god king. Exhibit B, the Zidonians or the Sidonians. The Bible explicitly mentions the women of Sidon. This is a crucial detail. Sidon was the capital of the Phoenicians. Why is this dangerous? Because Sidon is the home of the worship of Ashtoreth. She was known as the Queen of Heaven, or Ishtar. In the ancient texts, she is often associated with the entities that descended to earth. She is the mother figure of the Nephilim culture. But there is a more chilling connection here. The Sidonians are the same people who would later produce the most wicked woman in Bible history, Queen Jezebel. Think about that timeline. Solomon married into the royal line of Sidon. A few generations later, a Sidonian princess named Jezebel marries an Israelite king and hunts down the prophets of God. Solomon opened the door. He invited the spirit of Jezebel into Israel long before Jezebel herself was born. He was mixing the holy seed of David with the DNA of the Sidonian priestesses.